Remember the times you felt lost. You made it out, didn't you? You kept going, didn't you? I think it's about time you give yourself the flowers that you deserve for never giving up on the goals that you have set for yourself. Keep going.
Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video here on my channel. My name is Ned and I have a brand called Design by Ned, and in today's video we're gonna make samples for my next drop, which I'm super excited for. If you're interested, obviously after you have seen the piece, if you're interested, definitely make sure to follow my brand's socials so you don't miss out on the drop. And of course, as always, I would really appreciate it if you would support this channel, subscribe, like this video, share it, leave a comment. I think we got some work to do, so let's go. Now, of course, for every good piece here at Design by Ned, we need to start with the perfect blank. And for this piece right here, I'm using a zip hoodie blank, which is like an oversized zip hoodie. They are made in Portugal out of 100% organic cotton, which means that the production of the cotton actually uses half of the water than regular cotton, which is definitely a huge benefit. And overall, as I said, made in Portugal, they have really high working standards for quality, payment and stuff like that. So yeah, some super high quality blanks that I've been using myself for years. Alright, so to get you guys on track on what we're doing here, if you follow my brand for a while, which is I think almost 1 year ago, I dropped this floral zip hoodie right here, as you can see. And to this day, I think it's one of my most popular or successful pieces, and I myself love it a lot. It's super nice. And yeah, for my next drop, I'm going to make the Floral Zip Hoodie V2, which is basically just another colorway of this one. And as you can see on this one, we got this all over bleach fading effect, which is made by scrunching the zipper up and then spraying on top of it. So yeah, this time I want to try out something else, and I actually already did the bleaching. I recorded it vertically, so I can't really show you that good of footage. So basically how I'm doing it this time is just hanging the zip hoodie on a hanger and putting it up on a clothing rack. And then I just hold up the arms and add this like bleaching effect on the arms, as well as like the top area, as well as the front pocket areas. And then I'm of course also turning the zip hoodie to the back side, spraying some bleach also on the sleeves and the hood, especially the hood. This look that I'm going for is kind of this sun faded look. I mean, professionally it's definitely not done with bleach, but with some other chemicals that I don't have access to. But I think instead of yapping, why don't we just take a look at them? I of course washed them already so that we don't have any leftover bleach on the garment. Just take this one for example. This is kind of how the finished piece will look. As you can see, we got this like sun fading style, I would call it. Bleach effect right here. As you can see, it's not perfect, it's completely handmade, but I think that's actually a beautiful thing, because if we take a look at this one for example, you can see it's already quite different. This makes each piece super unique, which I'm definitely a fan of. Here you can see the front pocket a little bit, as well as here. And one thing that I also really like and thought was super cool is that depending on how much water or bleach I apply, which at the same time is kind of random, especially when it's windy outside, you sometimes get these really bleached spots, or like it's almost getting kind of red. And I think it looks super cool. It gives me this like almost like sunburned vibe, which I know would realistically not happen to clothes when sun fading them, but I thought it was just super cool, and it's almost like this sunburned effect on some spots. And yeah, overall I'm really happy with the result. Definitely different to the old one, but yeah, I'm excited to see how the pieces will look with this fading. And it of course wouldn't be another colorway if we didn't also have another fabric. And for this brown colorway, as you can see, got this beautiful floral pattern right here. I'm not quite sure what kind of flowers these are. Might need to do some research on that one. I think overall it's just really beautiful, and it's such a nice fabric to feel because it's not just a print, but it's like woven in. I think you call it jacquard. And one last step before I actually stop yapping and get to work is of course the pattern. And for this we just have this, whatever you call this shape, in all of the different sizes. I use the same blanks as I did for the version 1, so that's why we have the patterns already, and I'm really glad, because pattern making is like one of the worst things. So yeah, let's get going. Alright guys, so in order to get to sewing, there are two more things that we need to prepare. Number one is folding the edges, because as you know, after cutting we still have the raw edges of the fabric, and I don't want them on the outside but on the inside, so that all of the edges of the panels are folded basically. By the way, this is also why I didn't cut out the pattern on the line but left a gap of like 1.5 centimeters, because yeah, this seam allowance of the fold is not included in the patterns, and I basically just eyeball it, because the size or the amount of the overlapping fabric doesn't really matter. And yeah, then all we need to do is fold over the excess fabric and iron it down so that it stays in place. And it's kind of a tedious and annoying process, especially if you have to do it in bulk like me. The second step in preparation for sewing is to pin the panels onto the zip hoodie, just so the panel stays perfectly in place while we're sewing and it doesn't move away. And it just makes sewing a lot easier and also a lot more accurate. I really hate doing this. I don't know, it's super boring and takes a lot of time to pin fabric to the piece. But as I said, it's definitely a must if you want accurate and clean results. But with all of this done, we are finally ready to start sewing, so let's get going. That was a rhyme. Alright, we are done sewing. We got all of the panels on the zip hoodies, as you can see right here. Very beautiful, very nice. I like it a lot. And yeah, I definitely ran into some errors while doing so, but in the end I could optimize the process, and I think I'm ready for the bulk order once everything for it arrives. I think the next step would be to attach the tags or like the labels, and this is usually the step that I do last to finish the piece, but I mean, we're at the sewing machine right now, so might as well just do it right now. Yeah, for this piece we got these beautiful red, it's like a wine red one, and I think it just looks really beautiful on the brown color, as well as kind of matching with the flowers a little bit. So yeah, let's get those in. What we do need to do is kind of like open the seam on the side and then just sew them in. So let's get started. The tags are on, and yeah, I think it is time for the final step of completing the zip hoodie. If you can see it behind me, we have all of these gold studs all over the panels, as well as the hood right here. And for this piece, I will do it as well, of course. Once again, this step takes long as hell. I think I need like 1 hour for each zip hoodie just to get the studs in, but I mean, it's super worth it. It looks so dope. Let's stop yapping and get to hammering. Also, this shit is loud, so I definitely need to wear some headphones and watch some YouTube, stuff like that. But let's get going. Alright, y'all, we are down in the basement, and how this is gonna go is really simple. For the hood, I mean, first of all, I have to make holes, stick in the studs. Got this packet right here. And yeah, for the hood, to make the holes, I got this, like, you just press it down like this, and it makes the hole. But obviously for the panel, this is not working because I don't have enough space to fit all the fabric in here. And that's where I have this little hole puncher right here that you basically just put on the fabric and then give it like 2 or 3 big hits. Once we have the hole, I'm actually adding some rhinestone glue or gemstone glue, I guess, which is used to glue like metal or like the setting of a rhinestone to clothing. Studs on their own are super secure on the garment, but especially on the hood where the fabric is a lot thinner, I feel like it's just an extra step that I want to take to make the whole piece more durable. Yeah, just put a little bit of glue in the hole, stick in the studs, and then to finish it off, we have this beautiful press right here. I said we have to do a lot of hammering, but I actually don't have to do it anymore because I got myself this beautiful little stud press right here where I just like cut the bottom piece, the top piece, and then you can just press it down and set them in place. So yeah, I think that's everything you need to know. That's the setup. Let's get going. Alright, and there we have it, the finished piece. I'm so happy with how this came out. I don't even know what to say, man. I think it's just so beautiful. You guys saw the video, but anyway, let me just give you a quick rundown of all of the details of this piece. Starting out with the blank or like the base colorway, we had this beautiful vintage brown. Then of course, as you saw, I added this beautiful sun fading bleach effect on these arms right here, as well as the hood. Then have this beautiful floral front paneling on both sides, of course lined with the gold studs, which also line all of the hood right here. And I don't know if I mentioned it before, but this piece actually has a double zipper, YKK by the way, which I think is a really cool styling element. Can do a lot with it. I don't know, you can completely zip it up if you want, and you got like this cape design, cape style. But yeah, you can leave a little bit open on the bottom, close it all the way, do whatever you want. I don't know, I just love double zips. The zip hoodies will drop on November 8th, and as you saw, each piece is so much work. And that's why there will only be 18 pieces available. So if you do want one, make sure to not miss out on this drop. I can't guarantee you guys if they will be available for long or not. So if you want to be safe, follow my socials so you get all of the updates regarding the drop. And yeah, each piece comes with this little gold pin, like this B pin, which I think is really nice. And you can add it on the panel, add it wherever you want. I mean, you don't even have to use it on this piece. You can use it on a cap or stuff like that. Just a nice little extra. And every order will also get a free lookbook. I also did this for the version 1. Of course, want to do it for the version 2 as well. So free B pin, free lookbook, and free shipping as well. So definitely a good ass deal. You can also go to designbynet.com right now and sign up for the newsletter. But I think that's all there is to say. Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of this video. Thank you for supporting this channel, watching all the way through. If you do want to support me even more, maybe leave a like, share this video, do your thing, maybe leave a nice comment, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Bye.